There's two vehicles side by side. Can you tell which one I like more? The Jeep definitely has the advantage of coolness factor from the outside. There's really no comparison. It is brighter and redder than a Renegade. Tires look meaty and cool. It looks like serious business right there. Serious commercial grade fun. This, in the exterior, looks more like a typical vehicle. A passenger vehicle, a people mover, a car that you would see your average Joe driving to college or a supermarket or someplace. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I just wouldn't expect to see this on the trails where you see this. The Renegade is not trail rated. This one in particular is not trail rated, but even if it was, it still doesn't feel built. Built, if you know what I mean. Built like this. Let's try them both out and see if my conclusion is the same. Because based on looks, the Wrangler kills the Renegade in all kinds of ways. So let's get my first impression of the Willys. We're going really slow, 7 miles an hour. My first obviously noticeable impression is these mud tires are very knobby. You can feel them so, like, I don't know, it feels, I don't know, annoying. I got all terrains on my Jeep and they don't feel nearly as rough. It feels like I'm on, I don't know, you're driving on pebbles. It feels like you're going off-roading when you're not even off-road. Picking up speed, it's still very loud. Well, I can feel the vibrations in the steering wheel. Yeah, it's a pretty rough ride. It's loud too. Wow. I actually thought I would like the way the Willys drove. And I would like these tires. But it is really, really loud. And I can feel the vibrations in the steering wheel a lot. All over, really. The whole car vibrates. Dang. I almost feel like something's wrong with those wheels. Maybe there is something wrong with these wheels. Wow. It's a rough ride. Yeah, I don't think I like these wheels. They're loud and they're rough. Good thing I test drove one. I really liked Willys until just now. Oh, cactus. The ride quality is so bad. I can't believe it. I see why they trade in. But I think all you gotta do is change the tires. It feels like there's rocks in your tires. Just rumbling along. It feels like you're driving on cobblestones. It feels muy malo. That's bad. It's bad. It feels better over here on the dirt. It does feel a little better on the dirt. Stay on the dirt, you'll be all right. That's my take. Don't ever go on the road. Ever. So here's the outside of the 2021 Willys all by itself. Here's the front. I like the blacked out grille. Really like that a lot. Crazy looking tires. Firestone. Destination. Mud tires. Look at those knobs. This thing will take you anywhere. Should be. Anyways. It's got the rock rail on the side. It's really solid. So it's good. Good protection for when you're doing your off-road business. I'm telling you right now, I love this red. I love the way it looks. It's so beautiful. It's like candy. Very nice. Tow hook in the back, integrated bumper. I'm not sure if I like that bumper a lot or not. I don't know. It's okay. I probably would replace it anyways. Tow hook. Should it be red? I don't know. 4-wheel drive. There you go. That is the exterior. Hard top. Back seat. Got a cover on here. Front seats. Oh, there's stuff back there. Interesting. One thing nice about the hardtop is it's easier to get into for sure. Plenty of space and a giant Alpine woofer. Look at that. Woofer. Wolf it up. Storage underneath. A little toolkit. Nice. Okay, so definitely like the looks. Like how they have the information on the side. JL. Shows your dimensions. Water forging, and made in the US of A. This one has power door locks. Cloth seats. Actually kind of nicer looking. Very comfortable. Manual seats, of course. Jeep. Easy to get in. It's not all lifted up or anything. I love the gauges. Tach. Speedometer. Heat. Fuel. I like the little red trim. I'm not sure if that was, it probably is. Stock. It looks cool. I like that. Kind of rugged look to it. I like it. I like it. This is the off-road screen. Shows you coolant, oil temperature, battery voltage, trans temperature, oil pressure. Pitch and roll. Woo, look at that. It'll tell you if you're gonna roll over before you roll over. I love it. This is the dashboard. Very nice, solid. You don't want to plastic your side up top, but this feels nice. And it's functional. Functional, what this is. Put your junk in here. Okay. This one is automatic. And here's your off-road gauge or shifters. I like Jeeps because they have real knobs or real handle for your two-wheel drive high, low, and neutral. There's the windows here, multimedias, auxiliary switches. Okay. So my take on the Willys. I actually always liked the way the Willys look. It was my first time driving it. And I just recently drove a Jeep Rubicon. Within the last couple of weeks or so. So I could really compare the two. I'm actually very shocked on how this thing rides on these mud tires. It's terrible. With a capital T. It's horrible. Unless there's something wrong with these wheels. It's the only one ever driven. It just sounds so loud and vibrates the whole vehicle to a point where it's annoying. I got 35-inch tires on my Jeep. They're all-terrains. They're really nice Falcon tires. And it's as smooth as glass. You don't feel anything. So if it was me, I would get the Willys, but change those tires. I don't know if there's an option if you can change them into just all-terrain tires. Like the Falcons, Falcon Peaks, whatever you call them. Those are awesome. Besides that, I love the way it looks. I love, I like it all. It's just those tires it's horrible, horrible, horrible. And I get surprised. I thought for sure I'd like it. I thought for sure I'd be like, yeah, that's cool. But I don't. It sucks. So that's my take on it. Okay, test out the Renegade time. And going through the parking lot at 6 miles an hour, I can tell you right now, it is much smoother. So for the record, I did drive the Jeep Wrangler Willys first. So let's compare this to that. I kind of had a feeling I would know what the conclusion is, but let's just see if I'm correct. Okay, so the Renegade is slower than I expected. It handles well. Yeah, it's pretty slow. I expect it to be faster. I didn't expect that to be slow as it is. I've driven one before. I'm not sure which motor is in this one. It could be the 2.4. I know I've driven one before with a turbo and it felt like that was pretty peppy. And this one does not feel peppy. But it definitely feels smooth. Of course, this has like street tires on it, even though it's trail rated. It's kind of nice looking out over the hood. The hood's a nice, I don't know, it looks nice with the yellow and the black stripe on here. So that's comfortable. It's not as plush as I thought it would be. Check out the view of the hood. That's actually probably the coolest thing about this vehicle. is that outside view, it's just pretty cool looking. I don't know, I like it. It's like the right size. It doesn't feel like you're in a small vehicle per se by looking out. I wonder if these guys inflate their tires too much or something, because it feels like the tires are crappy on this one as well, but in a different way. But it's smoother, but it feels, I don't know, kind of cheapy, to be honest with you. I'm just wondering what's going on here. What is going on with these vehicles? So this is a 2019 Jeep Renegade. It's trail rated. Well, it's not trail. I don't know if it's trail rated. It's not trail rated. It's got all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive. Cool looking front end. Overall, I like the way it looks. It's cutesy, but it looks fun. It looks like it's designed right. It has a nice balance to it. I would say a younger, kind of hip car. It's definitely not a serious like off-roader per se. Not in a stock form. I see people do some stuff to it, but definitely like a lot of work, a lot of energy involved. But for a nice little tool-around car, it seems like a nice size. Plenty of space on the inside. It looks good from all angles, I think. I think it's a nice design overall. Pretty good amount of room in the back. Not as much as the Wrangler, for sure, but there is space. Jeep, well, there's space underneath the floor, so there's more space for little knickknacks and stuff. Here's the back seat. Material's kind of basic. You got one USB port. That's it. Oh, and then look at that, 120 volt. Pretty cool. It's always a nice treat to have in a vehicle. Plenty of headroom. I'm not really, I don't say a lot of leg room, but I do fit. So that's how I look. Okay, so here's the front. Gauges, simple, but feel nice. Seats, cloth, they are comfortable enough. Jeep, there's only one. Oh, there's a few. All right, so here's the controls for the radio, looks like it. Get your controls over here for your lights, auto, I like that, auto lights. The dash looks pretty hip and fun, with a tack with a little bit of, what is that, mud on there? Speedometer in the middle, and also a analog speedometer. Looks good. The passenger side looks a little basic. Instrument panel display. It's you know, it doesn't seem too small. It seems fine. It's fine. It's functional. It works. And the controls are fine. Nothing special, but it's okay. You got your auto, snow, sand, and mud. No rock crawl. You got a four-wheel drive lock, but it's not like a locker though, something different. Then you got a power port. Ooh, loud fan. The fan is loud. It's loud, but I wouldn't say super strong. But it is loud. Nice shifter like that. And it has a electric parking brake, traction control, and you have some cup holders. That's about it. That's all there is to it. So my take on the Renegade, it's actually, I don't know, I've driven one before and I feel like I liked it better. This one seems a little harsher, I think, on the ride quality. It seems slower too, so I'm not sure what's powering this one. It might be the 2.4. Doesn't seem as zippy as the turbocharged version I drove a long time ago. Did a review on that, so you can look in there somewhere. They're talking about how much I enjoyed it. So there's plenty of room. It has a cool look over the hood, which is nice. Overall, the quality of the ride doesn't feel all that great. It's not horrible. This one has 38,000 miles on it, so it's not that many. So, I don't know. I'm not really sure how much I like it. I think it'll do in a pinch, but I think there's better options out there, like the Forester. Anyways, between the two, between the Willys and the Renegade, which one do I prefer? Well, man, this is kind of shocking, but I didn't really care for either one all that much. But if I had to choose one, well, obviously, okay, if I had to choose one, I couldn't change the tires on the Willys, I'd probably get this as a commuter, because I just couldn't live with those tires. I just couldn't do it. I mean, I would like to. They look cool, but you'd be suffering. That's like suffering on the ride quality. So if I couldn't change the tires, I'd probably have to go with the Renegade just for as a commuter car, or at least you can do that comfortably. Now, if it was just like my off-road vehicle, sure, I'll go with the Willys. And then realistically, between the two, I'd definitely get the Willys if money wasn't an issue, and just change the tires out first thing, ASAP. Could be fast enough. So that's my take. My take is, yeah, of course, get the Willys, but change the tires. For the love of God, change the tires. Do it. Do it before you even get it. Just it's terrible. Trust me, you wouldn't even like the vehicle knowing it's been through so much harmonic abuse. That's my take. If you want either vehicle, come see me at Fitzgerald Subaru in beautiful Clearwater, Florida. They will be available soon. Thanks again for watching Pulse Take. Make sure to like, subscribe for more videos.